It's cold outside. It's very nice in here. Benjamin's over at his house, I think, staying warm with his children. Started the day off, Nick and I had to go take care of some stuff, and then we had breakfast, very late breakfast, and then we came home, and I picked Linda up in her, well, we initially took my van, and then I decided I wanted to bring it back. I thought I had a radiator leak, but I checked a while ago, and the thing's full. It's not leaking. What happens is I'll have to pump it sometimes to start it, and when Nick and I were at the bank earlier, a vapor cloud comes out, and I think what that is excess gasoline out of the throttle body. I don't know. I need to put some more B12 chem tool in the gas tank. The whole van's running better and better. I bought some stop leak stuff. I talked to my best friend Jerry, and Benjamin said thought he saw a little place at the top of the radiator where it's leaking. I don't think it's leaking. I think it's just an old truck, and it's got a lot of issues to work through. But anyway, here soon we're supposed to have some very inclement weather, like ice. Let me pick that up and see what they're saying. It's south of us right now and getting ready to be on top of us. Let me see what that is. Well, doesn't matter. So we took Linda's pickup, and she had late breakfast at Boomerang. Then we went to Walmart, and after that we came home again, and we got to where the bridge is that goes over I-35 just when Nick was leaving. Asked him to turn around and come back so his children could get all the stuff out of the truck. They did. And I'm waiting for a text from Brandon to tell me when he gets off work. Probably 5:30. Just wait and see. Talked to, while Lynn and I were at the cafe, I talked to Jerry on the phone, told him her pickup doesn't do well on snow and ice. And it doesn't. It's a good pickup, very comfortable, pretty, very fast, but it's too lightweight. When Brandon and I took it to get 2 bales of hay, 2 big bales at Farm and Ranch over in Sulphur, going over there, they hadn't sanded the road yet going to Sulphur on Highway 7, but and I almost turned around and came back. That was yesterday. But when we got the hay in there, the few 100 pounds we had in there weighed it down, and it did much better. The old van, that dude acts like it was made for this type of stuff. I'm more impressed with that truck every time I drive it. I really am. It it is a blessing from on high. The truck is. It really is, and I'm very thankful for it. Um, I've been avoiding working on that computer like the plague. So after I get this uploaded, I've got to get the other desk chair scooted over there, and I actually have to do some work on it, and I don't want to. I made the comment that I'd rather have, when I was talking to her, I'd rather have one of y'all beat me up than work on that computer. And I hear Matt in the background, well, we can do that. I think it was Matt anyway. I don't know. Love those guys so much. And life is good. I'm very blessed. I'm just going to spit it out there. I'm far more blessed than I deserve, I can tell you that much. But I want to pass along what I consider wisdom, and take it however you want to take it. There is a devil. There is a Satan. He's real. He's just as real as God is, and he pushes people to feel sorry for themselves, or to be selfish, or to think they're all that. He creates monstrous egos. He does all the above. We're all susceptible to the tauntings and temptations that Satan lays out there. You have to have God in your corner. You've got to trust God. You've got to enable God. God can do anything he wants to. He's God. But he wants us to love him and wants us to ask for help. He's our Father. I'm a father and a grandfather. And when my children come to me and ask, it fills me with joy. I don't care what it is they're asking for. If I can help them, I will. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. If I can do it, I will. And it gives me great joy and pleasure to be able to help them. And that is what humanity needs to realize. God is real, but he is our creator. He is our Father. He made us. In Choctaw, there's a phrase, Palumi Ikbi, means the Father who made. And a lot of people just shorten it to Ikbi. I-K-B-I, Ikbi, means makes. And my boys call me that sometimes. It's, you know, I have friends that are full-blooded, different tribes, and some that are like half Seminole, half Choctaw, and I talk to them in our native tongue many times. But the reality of the situation is we're all the same. I don't care if you got the blackest skin out there, you're still God's child. You cut us, we all bleed red. We are our brother and sister's keepers. We are. We need to start acting like that. Be of service to others, be kind to others, express love by not only vocally saying, I love you, but by showing it, by what you do to help others. One of the greatest joys I get is when one of my kids tells me they love me. And I'll tell you something. I have a youngest and second youngest adopted son, and when they tell me they love me, it fills me. Many times leaving the presence of Matthew Stanley, he'll say, I love you, old man. Hey, that speaks volumes to me. It really does. You know, when I call Larry Fry Brother Fry, I mean it. I love the man with my whole heart. I love his wife with my whole heart. I'm filled with joy when I'm in their presence. That sounds funny. When I'm at church, I'm filled with joy in everyone's presence. That's how it should be. That's what it's supposed to be. Now I'm going to get off my soapbox for a minute and get on to a different soapbox. If you live in our area, we've got some serious weather coming, folks. You need to, I gotta get another sip of water, I'm sorry. You need to prepare for it. If you've got a chance and you need a little extra food, go get it. If you need an alternate source of heat, you might ought to have already done that. We have it. It's I've done a whole lot of different preparation steps on stuff. We've got generators. The only thing I've got left to do on the filming end of things is wait for the weather to get to where I'm not worried about being out in inclement weather and go film. The other thing I need to do that I haven't done, I do need to get a hotspot. I'm looking at ordering one online here in a minute when I get done uploading this. Why do I need a hotspot? Well, I have an account in the cloud, okay? And when I get footage, if I send it to the cloud and then I put it on a flash drive and then I've got it in the computer itself out in the van, that's 3 protections on that. And to put it in the cloud, I really need to have a hotspot in the truck. I've not done that. Last Sunday, my second youngest adopted son, Michael Deoust, I told him I need to get a hotspot and said, yeah, for your van. He knows the score, he knows what I'm doing. He also sent me the picture of a guitar he found that had the tuning head missing off the end of the neck. Said, well, I found you a guitar, it needs a little bit of help. I'm a little guitar poor. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sitting, 9 sitting in here, and then more in the house. I love my friends. I love my family because my friends are my family. That's how I look at it. Love all of you watching this. I want God to bless you, I do, and I want you to be kind. Please think on what you can do to be kind to someone else or something. I'll give you an example of kindness. Last night I was sitting on my throne, which is Linda's wingback chair. It's a big old wicker wingback chair in the parlor. And there's this cardboard box, and there's this little bitty goat in that cardboard box. And I picked it up and loved on it, and it didn't like it, so I set it back down in there. It laid down and went to sleep. Then it woke up, and then I reached my hand down and just started stroking its head and loving it. And trying to emote that I loved it to it. And I do love the little critter. I could feel the pleasure go through it. I know that sounds crazy, but I could feel it. Being kind to a little goat. This in our parlor. You know, it's not making messes through the house like the sheep Chloe did. And it's not driving my wife insane like Chloe did. This thing's really tiny. It's never going to be very big. Its mother was impregnated by one of the male goats way too early. She's not even a year old yet. That's why Linda's got the boys separated over in another paddock with a fence dividing them from the goats. Well, that's my vlog for today. Everybody watching this, I'm going to say it again, I love you, I do. I want God to bless you, I do. I want you to be kind to other people like the sign says. And I want you to stay safe and warm. Please, you need to do that for yourself. Love you, God bless you, and bye.